to church and look good, but I want to actually be good. You know, I don't want to just look good, I want to be good. And so I want to help you all to be good in your marriages and be the best husbands and wives that you can be. That's my hope and my prayer is that anything that I say this week will help you along that journey as you strive to be the husband and the wife that God has called you to be in your marriage. And so I want to kind of speak to something that Linda mentioned. So I know that oftentimes when I tell people what I do, they back up for me a little bit. So when I say I'm a psychologist, they're like, wait a minute, you are psychoanalyzing me, or you think I'm crazy, or something like that. And so I just want to let you know that if you came here with any of those anxieties, you can take off the seatbelt. I am not analyzing you. I'm just here as someone who has some special knowledge, and I want to, of course, share with my brothers and sisters in Christ first. And, you know, what I like to think about when people have anxieties about coming to therapy is that it's nothing wrong with you because you decided to seek help. I think about it like if you bought a brand new car off the car lot, would you go and ride around in that car for years and years without getting the tires rotated, without getting the oil changed? You would not do that. So things that you care about and that you want to last a long time, you go in and you take it in for tune-ups, for checkups. And so coming to the retreat like this is a tune-up, is a checkup for your marriage because you care. It shows how much you care about your marriage and how long you want it to last. So I encourage you to think about it in that way and not think about like, oh, somebody thinks something's wrong with me, because there's nothing wrong with you. We're all not perfect. And so by you coming here, you're realizing that you need to rely on God to help you be the best husband and the best wife that you can be. So we're going to have fun this weekend. I'm a real person. Yes, I have a PhD. I'm a doctor, but I'm a real person just like you. I have my own struggles, and so I hope that you will feel asking questions for the A. So we don't want to cut them off in the mid-sentence and ask them questions like, why are we talking about this again? Or what do you mean by that? When did I do that? I don't remember the last time I was late. What are you talking about? We don't want to cut them off because, again, we want to show that we respect what they have to say and that we want to make space for their message that they're trying to receive us. And if we cut them off mid-sentence, we could throw them off of what they had to say off their train of thought. The developing your comeback. So this is, I think, the hardest part when someone's talking to you and they're giving you criticism or feedback about something that you don't want to hear. You want to defend yourself, right? Especially if you don't agree with it or if you don't remember it. You want to show that you want to tell them that. And so sometimes it can be so hard. But when you are in your mind up here developing your comeback and thinking back to how they're not right, you are not listening. No matter how good you think you are at multitasking, if you're up in your head developing your rebuttal, you're not listening to them. And so we want to make sure that we are actually listening to what they have to say. So that means, again, stepping back, putting our emotions to the side, putting our agenda down in the service of really respecting and loving our partners and listening to what they have to say. There'll be space for you to share that after they finish talking. And you'll be able to just be just as good with your defense afterwards, but you don't want to do that during while they're talking. And then the last one is expressing criticism, disapproval, or offering solutions. So you just want to be listening at the point of this. You don't want to be, trying to offer solutions and trying to change what they have to say. Because I think a lot of times too with men, they're very nurturing, and it's hard for men to see their wives in distress. So a lot of times if we come to our husbands with some kind of emotion that we're experiencing, whether it be extreme sadness or a fear about something, they want to jump in and say, okay, this is what we can do about it. You shouldn't feel that way. Let me protect you. But sometimes your wife just needs to feel that. Sometimes she needs to. It's okay for her to feel sad. You don't have to jump in and rescue her all the time. And so we don't want to always offer solutions. The same way with wives and husbands. Sometimes we just need to listen and let them tell us what they need from us.
That's nurturing, right?
Uh-huh.